So you say you hate grits? Well, come on along with me because I'm going to show you a foolproof way of making them, and I bet you'll really like them. Into our saucepan, we have about 2/3 of a cup of cold water. I like to start with cold, not hot. I just feel like the flavor is better. All right, now into that is going to go about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. All right, and we're just going to bring that up to a rolling boil. Now, we're using the quick grits today, not the instant and not the full 20 to 25 minutes grits. We're using the quick. I like the consistency of them better, and I like the way they cook up. Okay, so that's what we're using today. Today, we're going to be using a combination of half and half and milk for our grits. But if you like shrimp and grits, all you have to do is at this point, substitute your vegetable broth or chicken broth, whichever kind is your favorite. Okay? Couple different spices, tweak that, and you're ready for shrimp and grits. Okay guys, into our boiling water goes a 1/4 cup of our quick grits. And you're gonna see how quickly these cook. So as soon as you get that in, start your whisking. These cook very quickly, they get very thick, and they'll start to bubble on you, so be ready to turn your temperature down just a little bit. And we're going to keep it on that really high rolling boil just until they get to the place where they're starting to bubble a little bit. Okay, we're going to turn that down to about medium. Now, we're just about to the place where we're going to start adding our milk mixture. And remember guys that all we have in here right now is the water and the salt. Now, when it's really getting thick like that, that's when we're going to start adding our milk mixture. And I'm just adding just enough to loosen it up. And then we're going to cook that down again. I want my grits just a little bit looser than that. I'm going to add a little bit more of my milk mixture. You're probably wondering why in the world I'm doing a method like this. It's almost like a risotto style method. But I found this method almost by accident several years ago. And I found that it produced such a beautiful satiny texture to the grits, and just that little bit of milk in them made them so nice and rich and creamy. And I never liked grits that were made just with water. To me, they are so bland. I just don't care for it. So I usually don't order grits when I go to a restaurant. All right. Now that is just about where we want it. Now we can loosen them up just a teensy bit more even. Add that in. And what that's going to do is it's going to make those even more satiny and creamy. And you see how nice and thick they are? And we've used about half of our milk mixture, about half of a cup so far. And we're just going to cook that down in real quickly. Won't take long at all. And you notice that I keep whisking. I keep that moving in the pan. You don't want it to scorch on you. Now guys, that's about the consistency that we want. They're loose enough to where we can do a lot with them. Okay guys, when they get to the consistency that you want to immediately turn that heat off and remove them from the heat. And they are ready. Look at that, beautiful, rich, and fluffy. So wonderful. I love grits like this. You can serve these whatever's your favorite way. Salt, pepper, a little bit of butter on it. Okay. I'm going to show you my favorite way. A little bit of cheese. And a few grinds of fresh cracked pepper. And guys, I'll tell you a really easy side dish. If you want just something different, make your grits like this, right? But make more of them. Okay. Enough for however many you're serving. Package directions. Then, while they're still in the saucepan, bigger saucepan, stir in your cheese. Stir in about a cup of shredded cheese or a cup and a half, however much you want. Maybe a few jalapenos in there, something like that. Whatever is your favorite accompaniment with it, stir that in. Put it out into a buttered, warm casserole dish. Serve that as a side dish. If you really, now this is more for people from the north. Make the grits just this way, right? Spoon them into a bowl, little pat of butter, tablespoon of sugar across the top, and then a little bit of milk added in there. And you have it like a rice cereal or a hot cereal, right? Delicious that way too. Also, don't forget that grits are not just for breakfast anymore. You can have them however. Put them on a plate, sprinkle on a few pieces of bacon, sprinkle it with your cheese, a few diced pepper, something like that, cut up in it. So good. Oh my word. It's so simple. It's so yummy. And look how easy that was. And I've got breakfast, lunch, side dish, late night snack, whatever, right? Okay, guys. Now, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, remember we want you to do that. Leave us a comment. Give us a big old thumbs up, a little heart. We love you too. And tell us how this is working for you. And we'll see you next time on Things Tina Does.